What's up everybody, hello and welcome to a new Let's Play series. Well, the Settlers 8 or Settlers 2020 is coming out soon, so I thought it would be a very good idea, an exciting idea, to play the Settlers 7 once again and probably also Settlers 6. I haven't found any really usable footage on YouTube, so playing this game once again is one of my childhood memories. So this one here came out like 10 years ago and I've played it back then and it's been quite a while. We are here in the main menu now and we got several options for this Let's Play and I'm going to use the campaign. Well, you might say, well, it's a Settlers, why not play a sandbox game or something? Because there isn't. So in the Settlers 7 you have the campaign, you have skirmish maps, that is just really multiplayer style maps where you fight against each other, and the campaign consists of skirmish maps, so no reason to go for skirmish really, just have a little story with it as well. And the Chronicles of Tandria is really interesting too, which is an expansion pack. So if people are really interested in this Let's Play, then I'm also going to play the expansion pack, which is quite harder and also more interesting than the normal campaign. But the normal campaign is also really cool and fine. We also have a multiplayer for some multiplayer matches if we want to. And other than that, a very nice campaign that I really like, with lots of missions that are quite different from each other every time. And you can really experience this beautiful game here in certain ways. And it is a beautiful game. It's still looking fantastic and also plays fantastic. So let's dive into the Settlers 7 with the campaign and the very first mission, the Dawn of Settlement. There's, by the way, no difficulty option here.
Many ages ago, the most prized possession in the kingdom of Tandria was not land, nor livestock, nor gold, but the people's crown. A crown only awarded to those kings and queens who ruled their lands generously and kindly. But wars and greed had corrupted the hearts of many of its monarchs, leaving the crown without a worthy emissary. And so it was locked away, hidden, until one day a worthy new leader was to be found.
You have sent for me, Father?
I have, my child. Come. Your greatest wish is about to come true. The kingdom of Tandria lies in disarray. King Balderus has been exiled from his lands by Lord Wolverine and his Dark Knight Dracorian. Together they now seek rule over his kingdom. That is, if we let them. Zoe, this is the moment you have been waiting for. This is your chance to become queen. Go to Tandria and colonize it, and I shall crown you ruler of your own kingdom.
I shall, Father. I shall do as you wish.
Desire, how wonderfully blinding you are.
And I love these videos like small fairy tales.
And so, Zoe took to Tandria to meet with an old friend and ally of her father's. He was to help her with the difficult task of colonizing the unruly kingdom of Tandria.
And so it begins. This is all our first little village here that we have. Moonfelden it's called. A little village in Tandria. And this is where we have to start our campaign. I'm going to skip this one because it's just explaining the different locations.
Welcome to Tandria, Princess Zoe. I have been eagerly awaiting your arrival.
Then you must be Bors. My father spoke very highly of you. He said you know Tandria like the back of your hand.
His Majesty is too kind, but indeed I do know a thing or two about these lands.
Excellent. Then perhaps you can advise me on how to begin my conquest.
I shall be at your service, my lady. am always here to help you, Princess. Let us see if there are any useful resources around. Ha! We are lucky. There are large piles of stones and lots of trees nearby. This will give you an easy start with your first settlement.
Alrighty, and here we are. Alright, the first thing, look above the castle with the middle button. It's like a small tutorial here that I'm also going to skip most of it. So here we are in the Settler 7. Well, the interesting thing is, as you can see, we have different sectors here. We do have quests for every map that we need to play on. And observe the realm in this case. Zoom out.
Good navigation means good overview. The key to success.
Okay, the first thing that we need to do is gather some stone.
Was once a buzzing town with happy settlers.
And it is because of this we have to build a mountain shelter.
Disarray and expelled our beloved king. Many abandoned their villages in fear of looters and pillagers.
Let's construct the quarry.
Princess Zoe, I suggest that you first rebuild this village and return Mohnfelden to its former glory, as it was once under its king.
And here we're building the first quarry now with the mountain shelters. We can actually build a second one too if we want to. Let's do that real quick here. And here we have those resources there. Beautiful graphics still. Nice view over here to the mountains. And there we have the mountain shelter already, the first building here that we just built. And another worker is now coming for those quarries here. And settler style, they're coming up one by one, step by step, brick by brick and wood by wood. And here we have the second one. And now there's someone automatically coming for it, so one of our settlers, and taking a few tools there. There he's coming out. And then taking one of those huts there. So I've got two huts, so there will be two settlers. There's the second one coming and, well, mining some stone here for us. So bear in mind, this is a tutorial mission, a smaller one, so we're just learning a few of the controls here, but you have to do it for the mission and also for the story. So if I skip the tutorial mission, well, we would also skip quite a bit of the story there. So I think it's quite important to just play along it, and missions get way more interesting, bear that in mind. Even though also the tutorial, well, has style with its simpleness. And we need to gather 2 stones here. Could also work yard and knock down. No, we're not doing that right now. And there's the first stone coming. And there's the second stone coming.
Great! Your stone cutters have gathered enough stones for the moment.
We need to build a residence.
Stones are very important resources, so always try to keep an eye on your stock.
Let's build it over here.
Now you should build residences to provide enough living space for your settlers.
And they offer us the the living space, and we can also, as you can see, add stuff to it. So all of those buildings have different work areas. So we have for the mountain shelter, the stone, for example, and for the normal residence, we could then add a bakery here, for example, a brewery, a mill, a tool maker, and stuff like that we can add then. And they're working on this residence.
You have mastered the first step in reconstructing Mohnfelden. Living space as of now shall no longer be an issue for these villagers. Now we urgently need wooden planks.
And here we just build a lodge and then attach a woodcutter and a sawmill to it. So that means we're building it first, and then we need 2 settlers again that work on these buildings here. So the woodcutter is obviously taking the wood then from the resource forest here, and the sawmill then is processing those logs into planks that we can then use for construction. And thus we'll build it, the lodge, and now another worker or 2 more workers should be coming. There's the other one constructing the woodworker and the sawmill then as well. There we have the woodcutter, and there we have the sawmill. Oh, quite some simple buildings there, but it's for simple productions that we have here. And there's the first one coming out, and the second one should be coming out soon as well. And there's the plank maker, let's call him that. And he's already getting some wood here because we have stored logs already in the storehouse where everything comes together. So as we can see, we have 4 logs in there, 43 planks. So he's just taking them right away. He's not waiting for the woodcutter there, and just produces those planks there right away. And also we need to construct a storehouse, a second one. That's this building here. Well, let's just do it across the lodge here. So my forester, my woodcutter, they don't have to travel that far, and they can just, then store it over here and also take it over there. So we have 2 quests right now. We already produced 1 plank here, and we just need to construct now the storehouse. And there my settler is coming. And we got the storehouse. So now we just wait for 1 more plank. He's already got the other log there. What is my woodcutter doing? He's now cutting some wood there, some trees. To do that. And as you can see now, carriers are also bringing some overloaded resources over here to the storehouse, or where they are needed, so that the traveling distances for my production is always the shortest. That's important. Very good.
Excellent. You have successfully established plank production. Besides stones, planks are also extremely important for construction. Princess, I fear we are not alone. Ramirez, one of Lord Wolvering's minions, is hiding out in the area.
What does he want?
He most likely wants to cross our plans.
Perhaps if we talk to him, we can come to an agreement.
With all due respect, my lady, one cannot negotiate with criminals.
Then what do you suggest?
Action, my lady! It will speak louder than words.
Then so be it.
Take a look over there, Princess. This is Ramirez's hideout. I suggest we surprise him and strike first. For that, we need an army.
Don't dare to come closer, young princess, or I will crush you like a little bug.
To build an army, you need food. So, let us set up a production line for bread that will prepare us for the next step.
Well, isn't the atmosphere just beautiful with that music in the background and the storytelling? I absolutely love it. And we need to start a food production here now. So we start with a farm that is producing the grain that we need then. So we have the farm here, and we can already tell him, well, have a grain barn here, have a grain barn here, and have a windmill over here. So we have 2 grain barns then. And they also need quite some space then, because, we need to plant those that grain, that corn over here everywhere, whatever it is. And my carrier is already delivering the materials, or my constructor, and constructing the farm. There the farm has been constructed. Now we just need the windmill and the grain barns. And 2 more are coming. So we have 3 then working here, and I think, yeah, we still have enough population for that ready. Otherwise we would just have to build another residence then over here. There we have the grain barn, very good, as quickly as can be. The windmill is coming up, and the second barn.
Congratulations! You have successfully established flour production.
Now we need a bakery, that's over here.
To bake bread, you need a bakery.
And it's starting to look a bit more lively here now, with people running to and fro. We got now 2 farmers here, a windmiller or a miller, and over here the bakery is finished now. Very good.
Now you are able to produce bread. Your general is currently deployed at your castle, but he alone is too weak to attack Ramirez's camp. Use bread to hire mercenaries at my tavern and reinforce your general. I will spend the required coins for you.
So as we can see, we do have a general here in our castle. By standard we have 1, but we only have 2 pikemen at the moment for fighting, and in order to take another sector we do need quite a few more people there, quite a few more soldiers. We already have lots of coin for those pikemen there, but we do need bread as well. Already got the first one, very good. And also, of course, population. We still have 4 slots left, so we can just go for, like, I think 4 pikemen on this one here. And that's actually the quest. He doesn't even tell me how many I need to produce, but I think we just go with 4. And as we can see now, my carriers are delivering the gold already, and then also the bread once we have that. And in this case, we just also build a second residence. Well, I guess over here somewhere. So we have enough space just in case. And as we can see, he's quite busy here now, the bakery. And we do have already quite a bit of flour in there. Also here we are producing already. We can see that because this one's moving, more or less. And there we got the first pikeman also coming out, running to his general in the castle, which, by the way, we could also customize the castle. Right now we have more or less the standard castle, but you can make your own castles in this game in the castle editor, and you can purchase new ornaments with coins that you get from achievements in game. A pretty cool system, I think. So let's see how many coins we can collect with the achievements then, to also make a better castle then with the time. We can also use those castles then in the multiplayer matches, for example, and the skirmish maps, stuff like that. 2 more pikemen. We already have 2 more here, so we are at 4, 5 now sitting. There are 3 over there, so we already have an advantage, but I really just want to wait for 1 more coming out here then soon, once we have the bread, which is then now being made here right now, and with beautiful animations there. Bear in mind, this game is pretty old. And there the bread is coming out, the last one. In the storehouse, another carrier, 3 more are waiting there, and he's delivering it over here, where we then just can have the last pikeman. Do we have the residence? And the second residence there is also completed. So we have 2 of them. Those are the basic residents. You can also upgrade them, of course. Now we have him. So we have 5. We should have 6 now with him coming in. Very good. And let's just get them over here to the sector there. And they're coming out here now. My general. And then the pikemen. Those are the most basic units, by the way. So there you can have musketeers and riders. And they're now on their way in an orderly fashion to that district over there. And now the defense comes out in an orderly fashion once again, so those fights are really cute to look at. Now we're fighting, obviously they don't have that much of a chance there. Even though I lost the first one. Oh, they're stronger units though than mine. And there he lost the second one. I don't know what the generals are doing. And that's it. We have won the battle. He's giving up here, this general. And they can now conquer the territory. He's not getting in there. And now we can capture it and conquering this one here. And this is just one territory here. And there is another one, Ramirez, where he's waiting. So I guess we still need to conquer this one as well then.
The victory is yours, but next time you shall not be so fortunate.
Well done, my lady. You now have your first soldiers under contract, and I would say that your display of military swiftness was rather impressive. This will be a warning to Ramirez.
What exactly is it that Ramirez and Lord Wolverine are fighting for?
They are thieves and bandits. They want nothing less but to steal Tandria away from its people. It was them who drove the beloved King Balderus from these lands.
But I heard King Balderus was a tyrant, that he was cruel and reckless to his people.
Utter no such lies. His Majesty was a kind and wise man, merely misunderstood by his people.
You were successful.
And thus we have completed the first mission. See you on the second one.